वागीशात्या सुमनसः सद्वार्थानामुपक्रमे यन्मुक्त्वा कृतकृत्या स्युः तं नमामि गजाननम्। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। योगिनं विश्वनाथाख्यम् अस्मत्तातस्वरूपिणम् आत्मलाभात् परं लाभं वक्तारं न कदाचन। गीतार्थग्रन्थकर्तारं श्रीगुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम्। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मे वाचं धृतिं बुद्धिं प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमः। Om. Friends, we are going to be continuing the Vishnu Sahasranama sessions today. This will be the 22nd session. We shall be covering names 346 to 372. Padmanabhorvindaksha Padmagarbha Sharirabhritim. That is how it begins. Padmanabha. It's a very familiar name. Very important name, one of the 14 names of Mahavishnu which are very fundamental. Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, etc. 3 times it occurs in Vishnu Sahasranam. We have already seen it 2 times. The 3rd time it is occurring now. Jagat Karanam Padmam Nabho Yasya Saha. The whole universe has its source in the Nabhi, in the navel of the Lord. So, He is the source and the Nabhi is the source, the navel. Therefore, Padmanabha. We have seen that Padma also means 10 raised to the power 12 in mathematics. But that meaning is very sophisticated, so we shall not be referring to it now. Here it is Padmanabha, the Nabhi which is the source of the whole universe. Yasya hemamayi divyam karnika meruruchyate yasya nabhav tadutpattihi Padmanabha taduchyate. The Padmam sprang from that Nabhi and then the whole universe was created. That is why Padmanabha. There is a familiar saying in Sanskrit, Aushadhe chintayet Vishnum. When you drink a medicine, you think of Vishnu. Bhojane cha Janardhanam. When you sit for your meal, think of Janardhana. Shayane Padmanabhancha. When you lie down, when you go to sleep, think of Padmanabha. Vivahe cha Prajapatim. In times of Vivaha, marriage, think of Prajapati. Think of the Lord as Prajapati. The Nabhi is important because it is the psychic center in Yoga Shastra for all unmanifest thoughts. They first spring into recognition at the Nabhi. The Para Shakti, which starts from the Mooladhara, according to Yoga Shastra, gets into the Vak Shakti, Para Vak, speech, the Shakti of speech, right? Para, it becomes Pashyanti at the Nabhi. When it rises to the Nabhi, it is called Pashyanti because that is where it is still subtle. Now it is going to become gross when it goes to the throat. So it oversees its environment, whether everybody is ready or something like that. So the Padma, the Nabhi, is the seedless state of all thoughts. Padmanabha therefore means one in whose bosom lies in a potential form all the possibilities of the universe of perception. That is the thought process. Everything starts from there. Padmanabha. Padmanabho Aravindakshaha. Aravindakshaha. Aravinda, lotus again. Padmam. Aksha, eyes. Padmalochana. His eyes are like the lotus. In Tamil there is a beautiful word, Tamarai Kannan. Tamarai is lotus. Kannan, he has the eyes. What does the lotus do? The lotus opens at sunrise and closes in the night. The Lord opens his beauty and grace in the presence of the devotees. The flood of his grace, as it were, flows when in the sight of the devotees, but in the presence of the dark sensuality of the ignorant people, it dries up. So that is why it is analogous to the lotus, which opens at sunrise and closes at night. Sunrise is the presence of devotees. The night is the presence of the dark sensuality of the ignorant. You see, it is the dark sensuality that is bad. Ignorance is not bad. It's their prarabdha. But the sensuality of the ignorant, that is bad. Anyway, Aravindakshaha. Padmanabho Aravindakshaha. Padmagarbhasharirabhritim. Padmagarbha, he is propitiated as residing in the heart lotus. Padma, heart lotus. Padmagarbha. Padmagarbhasharirabhritim. Sharirabhriti again is a very significant name. He takes different bodies by his Maya. Shariram. Ajopisam avyayatma bhutanam ishwaropisam prakritim swam adhishtaya sambhavami atmamayaya. Familiar Gita shloka. He is birthless, ajopi. Even then, he takes birth. He is the Lord of the entire universe. Bhutanam ishwaropisam. Lord of all beings. Still, prakritim swam adhishtaya. By his own prakriti he resorts to it. Sambhavami atmamaya. By atmamaya he manifests. So he takes the body. He is the prana. He is the life source. He bears the whole burden of this body. Aham vaishwanaro bhutva praninam dehamashtrita pranapana samayukta pachamyannam chaturvidam, says he. I am the one who is there inside. I am the Vaishwanara. I take all the food that you put in. You see? Pachamyannam chaturvidam, all the 4 kinds of food. I digest. I make it eatable for you. So he is the prana, he is the source. So he bears, he supports, he activates Sharira Bhriti. If you carefully think about it, it is certainly a fact, very well known to all of us, that though a body can live, continue to exist without visibly any decay, showing any decay, for 50, 60, even 70 years, once life has ebbed away, the dead body cannot maintain its form and it does not exist even for 48 hours intact. So it is he who is presiding over our body, nourishes and maintains it. In his absence, the body decays and nourishes. He is the one who is the sustainer of the body. Deha Bhriti, Sharira Bhriti. Padmanabhoravindaksha Padmagarbha Sharira Bhriti Mahardhiridho Vruddhatmam Mahaksho Garudadvajah. Mahardhihi, he has the greatest treasure. Riddhi. Riddhi means treasure. Mahardhihi, greatest treasure. Nantosti Mamadivyanam Vibhutinam Paramtapa. My glories. Arjuna, there is no end to it, he says. Nantosti mama divyanam vibhutinam parantapa. Prosperity and power. Divya means the treasure is prosperity and power. Together it is called Aishwarya or Riddhi. So Mahardhi, he has the greatest treasure. Mahardhi Riddho Bhuta Vriddhatma Riddhaha. He grows, keeps growing, grows and grows in the universe, in the form of the universe. They say the universe is expanding. Who is doing this? Riddhaha, he is doing this. Riddhaha. Vriddhatma, 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 oldest to be a man. He is most ancient, therefore the oldest. Purvoyo devebhyo jataha. Purvo, yaha devebhya purva jataha. He was born, he manifested before any divinity, anything that was born. He is the self, whose manifestation is the world of plurality. Remember, in the self there is no concept of time. It is beyond the intellect, beyond time. So, what does this mean, Vriddhatma? He is the self, he was the self before all creation. Only after the onset of time that we are capable of saying and indicating him as the self of the various living creatures. But he is the first self. What does that mean? It means he is the self whose manifestations are the world of plurality. Mahadriddho Vriddhatmam Mahaksho Garudadvajaha Mahakshaha. Large eyes, colossal eyes. What does it mean, colossal eyes? He is not a Rakshasa. He is the consciousness who can see everything. He is inner resident. He is the inner self. He sees everything. So he has large eyes. Mahakshaha. Garudadvajaha. He has Garuda as insignia in his flag. Atulaha. Mahaksho Garudadvajaha. Atula Sharabo Bhimaham Samayagyo Havirharihim. Atulaha. Incomparable. He has no equal. Natasya Pratima Asti Yasya Nama Mahatyashaha. Shvetashvetara Upanishad. Natasya Prahiya. There is no equal to him. Natasya Pratima Asti. His glory is great. Yasya Nama Mahatyashaha. Arjuna also recognizes it in the 11th chapter. Natvat Samo Astyabhyadiko Kutonyaham Lokatraye Pratima Prabhavaha. Chapter 11, sloka number 43. There is nothing like him. He does not fall under the categories of the things perceived by the body. He does not fall under the categories of emotions felt by the mind. He does not fall under the categories of the thoughts entertained by the intellect. Nothing that we know of can be comparable to him. Natvat samaha abhyadikaha kuta anyaha. Who is there equal to you? Lokatrayepi, even in the three worlds. Apratima prabhavaha. You are incomparable. Your glory is incomparable. You are no equal. Atulaha. Atula Sharabhobi Maha. Sharabaha, difficult word. Sharabaha. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Junateshtati. Gita, 18th chapter, sloka number 61. He is there as a resident in everybody. Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna. What is the residential address of the Lord? This is the residential address of the Lord. Somebody went and asked Satya Sai Baba, give me your address and phone number. I will be able to contact you anytime. The American way of asking, And the Lord said, Baba said, I don't have to give you anything. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hrideshe arjuna tishtati. I am in your heart. Speak to your heart. Look within. I am there. So, Sharabaha Sharirani Shiryamanatvat Teshu Pratyakatmataya Bhati Iti Sharabaha. The derivation of the word Sharabaha is really scholarly, philosophical. Sharirani Shiryamanatvat. What do these Sharira do? The very name Sharira means it keeps on decaying. Shiryamanatvat. Sharira. Shiryamanatvat. Shariraha. Teshu pratyakatmataya bhati. Within that decaying body, he shines as inner resident. Pratyakatma, antar, inner, innermost. Pratyakatmataya bhati. Therefore, Sharabaha. Of course, it can also mean the Lord who is of the nature of Parameshwara. Because Parameshwara, Lord Shiva, once took the incarnation of Sharabha as a creature with 8 legs, capable of killing even the lion. You know, after the Nrsimha Avatara, they went and called him to tackle this Nrsimha. So Sharabha, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hrideshe Arjuna Tishtati. He resides as the inner resident in each one of us. Therefore, Sharabaha. Atula Sharabo Bhimaha. Simple words, but meanings are profound. That is the greatness, beauty, glory of Vishnu Sahasranam. Bhimaha. Bhima means Bhayankara. Bhishasmatvat pavate. Out of my fear, out of fear of me, the wind blows, the sun rises, the fire burns. Bhishasmat, Taittiriya Upanishad. Bhishasmatvatah pavate bhishode surjagam. Out of fear for me, the sun rises. Bibeti sarvam asmat iti bhima. Therefore Bhima. Of course, you can also, in the context, Sharabo Bhima, it comes. So you can divide the sandhi as Sharabaha Abhimaha. Sammargavartina Abhimaha itiva. For the good people, good-natured people, people who are sattva and sattvic natured, for them he is Abhimaha. He does not evince any fear. Abhimaha. So, Atula Sharabo Bhimaha Samayajno Khavir Harihi. Samayajnaha. Samaya. Samaya is time. He knows the time. He knows exactly. The time is for creation, time for sustenance, time for dissolution. He knows. Samayaham janati iti samayajnaha. Or Samaya means different philosophies, schools of thought. He knows the different versions, practices of the various Samayas, and he accepts all of them. Sanskrit is, the words are, you see, so meaningful that from the same combination of what looks like one word, you can break it into different meanings. Samaya Jnaha, just now I said. Now you can also look at it as Sama Yajnaha. Sama Yajnaha. He treats all equally. Samatvam aradhanam achyutasya. Prahlada says, to be equal in all conditions. That is the worship of the Lord, Achyuta. Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshyosti priya, says the Lord himself. Samoham, I am equal to everybody, whether it is the so-called enemy or the so-called friend. Name dveshyosti priya. I have no enemies, I have no friends. Samatvam aradhanam achyutasya. Therefore, sama yajnaha. Atulasharabho bhimah sama yajno havir harihi. Havir harihi. Again something, simple words today, but they are all profound. Havir harihi. Havir harihi. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha. Bhagavad Gita. I am the one who receives the fire offerings. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha. I am the one who experiences all the yajnas. I am the master. He is the one who receives the fire offerings, called Havirbhaga. Therefore, Havir Harihi. In fact, the great yajna, Purusha Suktam, describes the cosmic yajna, Abadhan Purusham Pashum. That indicates he himself is the Haviri, because he is worshipped through oblation. It is also, commentators have thought about Havir Harihi as one word. Havir Hari, Havihi, Harihi. Harihi is a very important word. You know, besides the 14 names of Vishnu, Kesava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Vamana, Sridhara, Rishikesha, Padmanabha, Damodara, Achyuta, Ananta. Govinda is already introduced. So 14. There are 4 more important words of Vishnu. Rama and Krishna had not appeared in the 14. So Rama, Krishna. Vasudeva, I talked about it last time. Very important, significant word. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate. Vasudeva sarvamiti. Everything is Vasudeva. One understands it after several janmas. The Lord declares in Bhagavad Gita. So Vasudeva. And Vasudeva has several meanings, I told you last time. So that is Rama, Krishna and Vasudeva. And the last one is Hari. Hari. Hari is such an important name. Harir harati papani dutta chittairapi sprutayai. Even evil-minded people, if we think of Hari, he takes away all their sins. Harati, papani, sins, harati, he takes away. He removes. Harir harati papani dushta chittairapi sprutah. Why? Anichannapi samsprishto dahatyeva hi pavakaha. How can evil-minded people, how can he take their sins away just because they thought of Hari? Because you go and touch the fire, the child touches the fire. Does the fire think that this is a child which is touching, I will not burn it? No. Fire burns. Harir harati papani dushtachittairapi sprataha anichannapi samsprishtaha dahatyeva hi pavakaha. This is a very simple shloka from Haryashtakam. Another from the Mahabharata, Shanti Parva. Haramyagam chas smartrinam haramyagam smartrinam. I have written it in English. That is very difficult to read. Haramyagam chas smartrinam havirbhagam kratushvagam. So whoever thinks of me, I will take away their sins. Varnashchame harirveti tasmat hariragam sprutagam. I am green, varnaha. Therefore I am called Harihi. I am taking away all their havirbhagam in their yagas. Those who think of me. Therefore I am Hari. This is Mahabharata Shanti Parva. So Havir Harihi Atulasharabho bhimah samayajno Havir Harihi Sarvalakshana lakshanyo Lakshmivan samitinjayagam. Sarvalakshana lakshanyaha. Sarva lakshana lakshanyaha. Lakshana means pramana. What is pramana? Pramana is the means to get knowledge. Prama is knowledge. Pramana is the means to get that knowledge. Sarva Lakshana, all Pramanas. He is known by all Pramanas, Lakshanas. Vedeshu dharma vachaneshu tasakamesu ramayanepi purana kadambakevam sarvatra sarva vidhina katitastvameva tasmattvameva sharanam mama shankapane. There is a sloka called, stotra called Hari Sharanashtakam. One of these slokas. He can be known from the Vedas, Vedeshu, Dharma Vachaneshu. He can be known from the good words spoken by great scholars. Tathagameshu, in the Agamas, Ramayanepi, even in the Ramayana, Purana Kadambakeva, all the mixture, the varied varieties of Puranas, Sarvatra Sarva Vidhina Katitastvameva, all rules, all rituals, everything leads only to you. They speak only of you. Tasmat tvameva sharanam mama shankapane. Therefore I surrender to you. Hari Sharanashtakam. Beautiful stotra. Sarva Lakshana Lakshanyaha. So he is known by all Pramanas. I just listed to you. Vedeshu, Dharma Vachaneshu, Tata Agameshu, Ramayanepi, Purana Kadambakeva, Sarvatra. Lakshmivan. Lakshmivan, simple. He who has Lakshmi on his chest. Lakshmi hi asya vakshase nityam vasati. She resides. That is simple. He is the spirit Purusha. He thrills the entire world of matter. Matter cannot shine unless the spirit enters it. Matter thrilled with the spirit is the dynamic world that we see around. Thus, the manifested Lord is ever wedded to Lakshmi. Lakshmi also means effulgent. Therefore, the Lord who is ever effulgent, meaning the pure consciousness that illumines everything, Lakshmivan. Samitinjayaha, he conquers in every yuddha. Samiti means yuddha. Yuddham jayati iti samitinjayaha. Lakshmivan samitinjayaham viksharo rohito margo heturta modarasaham. Viksharaha, imperishable. Kshara means perish. Viksharaha, no perishing. Vigataha, ksharaha, nashaha. He doesn't reach, he doesn't have any destruction. Yassa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. Bhagavad Gita. When everything perishes, he does not perish. Yassa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. Therefore viksharaha. Viksharo rohito margaha. Rohitaha means red. He manifested as the red fish in the Matsya-avatara. Rohito margaha. Marga, simple word, path. He is the path. The beauty is, he is not only the goal, he is the path to the goal. His name. He is sought after by those who seek moksha. In order to realize the highest, which is the nameless and formless, human mind will have to first hold on to a divine form. That is Lord Vishnu. He is the way, he is the goal. In short, he is the one whom seekers of the highest meditate upon in order to reach supreme. Rohito margaham heturta modarasagaha hetuhu. He is both the upadana karana and the nimitta karana. Karana, hetu. Damodaraha. Now comes the very important word, the most significant word of today's lecture, Damodaraha. Damadi sadhanena udaraha utkrishta matihi ya taya gamyate iti. Dama means self-control. Right? He is greatly compassionate towards even sinful people. Therefore he is known Damodaraha. his stomach is full of compassion. His mind is full of compassion, self-control. That is one meaning. Yashodaya damna udare baddha itiva. Yashoda bound him by a rope in the around the stomach. But the udara means stomach. Dama means rope. Dama means self-control. Dama means rope. When Yashoda started binding him for some time, she was not able to really contain his waist within her rope. She got exhausted. Finally, he allowed himself to be bound. Therefore, Andal in Tamil, in the stotra called Trippavai, 30 verses, beautiful Tamil verses. Even if you do not know Tamil, you should know that. You should learn it and you should get the translation of that. Beautiful Tamil by Andal herself on the Lord. Somewhere at the end, Thayai Kudal Vilakkam Shaida Damodaranai. Thayai, the mother, he purified his mother's stomach. Thayai Kudal Vilakkam Shaida. Kudal means the intestines. Kudal Vilakkam Shaida. He purified the stomach of the mother. How? By residing there for several months. Thayai Kudal Vilakkam Shaida. That is why he is Damodara. Damodara. Udara means stomach. In one case, the foster mother Yashoda, he played with her when she bound him by a rope. But his real mother, by just living in her stomach, he purified his residence, namely the garbha of the mother. Thayai Kudal Vilakkam Shaita Damodaranai. Beautiful combination of words. Tayor Madhyagatam Baddham Damna Gadham Tayodare Tatascha Damodaratam Sayayav Damabandhanat. Brahma Purana explains the Yashoda binding him with the rope and not being able to do it herself. I mean, the rope would not contain his waist, but after some time he allows it. Damani Lokanamani Tani Yasya Udarantare. Another meaning. Damodara. Damani, Lokanamani, all the universe are in his stomach. Bhupadav Yasya Nabhidvyadasuranir Chandrasurjau Chanetre. Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. So, Damani, so this is Vyasa. Dama means abode. Dama means self-control. Dama means rope. Dama means also abode. So his stomach is the abode for the entire universe. His stomach is the abode for the entire universe. Therefore he is Damodaraha. Thus the word Damodara has the unique distinction of building into itself the two parts of the Lord. The Naivet, simple rope going round the waist, that story. And the divine philosophical, the entire universe is in his stomach. Damodara is a beautiful name. Rohito Marga Heturdamodara Sahaha. Sahaha. He tolerates everything. He has extreme patience, all enduring. Mahidharo Mahabhago Vegavan Amitashanaha. Mahidharaha. Mahi means Bhumi, earth. He bears the entire weight of the earth. He supports. He is the very essence in the universe as its material cause. Therefore he supports it. He supports everything in the universe. What does he mean, support? Gold supports the golden ring. There is a golden ring. There is no ring, there is only gold. It is the support. Gold is the support. Is the adhisthana for the ring. Cotton supports the cloth. In the cloth, there is only cotton. There is no cloth. Right? Ocean supports the wave. Wave is only an appearance. Ocean supports the wave. So like that. Mahidharaha, Mahabhagaha, best of the kind through his avatars. He has extreme beauty in all his limbs. He is ever fortunate. He gets the greatest share, bhaga. Every yajna, his is the largest share, Mahabhagaha. Vegavan, Amita Shanaham, Vegavan, super fast. Anejadekam Manasajaviyo, Ishopanishad. Just he thinks and he's there already. Anejadekam Manasojaviyo, he's there. Without any movement, he moves faster than the mind. He is swift, one who is the fastest in reaching the devotee. The moment his loving heart remembers him, he reaches the devotee just by the devotee thinking of him. So what does it mean? He is all-pervading. Therefore, he is the fastest. Nothing can overtake him. Vegavan. Amita Shanaha. Amita, endless. Not limited. Amita Shanaha, endless appetite. What does it mean? Don't take it literally. It only means that the entire world of plurality projected by the mind merges back when the mind is transcended at the time of the experience of the self. We are thinking of the world of plurality only by through our mind. But when you transcend the mind and get the experience of the self, realize the self, there is no more mind. Right? So everything is consumed. We usually say the waker swallows the dreamer. The higher consciousness swallows the infinite cosmos. So the higher consciousness has infinite appetite. Amitavashanaha. It's a figurative way of saying he is the great consumer of the whole world of plurality. I think that is enough for today. We will continue next time. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim majisha gobrahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam lokas samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Tat Sat.